back again for another Friday's Flower Garden card. Welcome back to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay. We're in the Hangers Everywhere category. We have Springeri or Springeri Fern. Did I say that right? Okay. Under here it says Asparagus Deciflorus Springeri or Springeri. Now, did I say that right? Okay. The picture. I love this picture, y'all. This is a kitchen. Alright, so I'm seeing a bar. I see the front side of it a little bit, so I'm saying it's a cream color. Then the top counter is like a medium colored brown wood. It's not really wood, but it looks like wood, so it's probably the old timey Formica stuff. Okay, and there's this big, huge, the red, they call that something cotta pots with the dish that it sits in, is sitting there on the bar. And then there's this green plant in it that its stems, and they're sticking out and hanging over, and on the stems there's like other little stems sticking out that has little bitty green leaves all over them, and it's full of all these little bitty green leaves. Now there is one tall straight stem sticking up that has some sticking out with little bitty leaves on it. Okay, then I see coming this way, you can't see the bar all the way down to meet the other counter, but then you do see the other counter going down beside the window. So I see a little bit of the counter, and over there the counter looks a yellowish color. So I don't know why this end over here looks different from that. And this may be real narrow. I may actually be looking at some of the kitchen floor over in there. I can't really tell. But anyway, so I'm seeing the sink. The sink is yellow. Looks like there's a little bit of something sitting on the counter here, sticking out into the picture, but it's mostly cut off, and so I don't know what it is. Something round, some round dish or something. Above the sink is a picture, and it looks like a woman's face, but I can't really tell what else it's showing. Then it looks like I see the corner of the brown cabinets hanging down lower, and then right over the sink it goes up a little higher, and it looks like there's a little corner shelf up in there that's holding maybe some salt and pepper shakers. And then you see the two top cabinets above that. And then on the other side, that cabinet hangs down to meet that other one a little bit lower on the other side of the sink. Alright, you're seeing the corner of the counter where it turns. So on the wall, they have like, on this wall, it's like a set of three. One is small, medium sized, bigger, going up in that way, hanging on the wall. I'm going to say it's like cake molds and pie molds and stuff. Okay, so then on the counter, I'm seeing a saucer sitting there. And then against that wall, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 round, silver-looking tin canisters that probably has flour and stuff like that in it. And it looks like on them, you can't see it real good, but it looks like it's got some yellowy and greeny flowery-looking picture on it, the canisters. And then on the wall, I'm seeing a little oval-looking round something other hanging up. And then over here is another round silver cake mold pan thing. I'm going to say that little oval one is probably something like that too. In the middle between those, not exactly, but down a little bit lower, kind of hid by the plant, but I can see it, is either a light switch or a plug. You're seeing the cabinets above. Then you're coming on over and you see the stove. It's a yellow stove. Now, the bottom part, like the door, is yellow. The front top where the buttons are looks white, silverish to me. On top, there's buttons on the side, and then your 4 eyes. It looks like it's an electric stove, but it does look kind of like it's yellow. Can't really see it very good. You see the hood of it. Now the hood's looking yellowish, greenish looking. So the top of the stove may be greenish. I don't know. And you have the cabinets above that. Now on the wall above the stove, some kind of decorative round oval looking thing hanging there kind of big, and it looks like it's got a bunch of little things sitting across, and they might be like seasonings. That may be a seasoning rack, I'm not sure. And then over beside it My light dimmed again, hang on. Is some more cake pans, small and little, and then one tray that looks like it's got 4 slots in it that looks like where corn on the cob would lay in there, you know. But these are all hanging on the wall. And then, like you see on this side of the stove, the little bitty corner of the other cabinet going, and then it's cut off, so I'm imagining it's probably the refrigerator there, you know, and all that. But it's one of these old-timey kitchens, vintage they call it, I guess. So, tell me if I did a good job by describing that. So here's your front counter, the big pot I was talking about. Where are we at here? Over here. So here's your counter. See the little round white sticking out right there? Your sink, the pitcher, the corner shelf. See how it goes up in there? And that's probably salt and pepper shaker. Your cabinets above, and then here comes your cabinets around here, your corner, and you see the stuff on the wall, them cake mold pans, light switch, the saucer, the canister. Over here, these others that are on the wall here. Then you see cabinets, top of the stove hood. Maybe that's what I was saying is a season holder thing. The top of your stove, and then you come down and you see the bottom of the stove. And then you see the floor. Now it does look like that might be some round black dark thing on the floor there. I don't know what, unless it's part of the plant. I can't really tell. But you're seeing the very corner of the counter coming up there. Alright. What do you think? Did I do a good job? I love these pictures. Alright, we're gonna read. Ready? Springerry or Springary fern. Okay. Asparagus Disciflorus Springary or Springary. That's what I was saying on front there too. But under that in parentheses, it's got, I ain't saying that word. The first of it, Paragus. But I guess they pronounce it pear because you say asparagus. Okay. Now that other word I was trying to say, Disciflorus. And then Springeri. Springeri? So that's how they're pronouncing all those words. Okay? Okay. There we go. Where are we at? We're at 7:50. Okay. Massive. Oh, y'all supposed to see the picture. It's hard. Let me scoot y'all back because I have to push the thing far back from me to read it good, and then I want y'all to see the picture good. Masses of soft, needle-like foliage characterized this popular emerald green relative of the edible asparagus. Duh, asparagus you eat. Commonly called a fern for ages. It is in fact a member of the lily family and not a fern at all. Huh. And the soft leaf-like foliage is not foliage, but modified branches called Cladophilus. Did I pronounce that word right? There are more surprises too. Small white blossoms sometimes appear in the spring. I don't see no small white blossoms, do y'all? Anyway, where was I at? Small white blossoms sometimes appear in the spring, flowered by green berries which turn coral in the fall. Ooh, coral would be pretty. This plant needs less humidity than most real ferns and can have stems cascading to 3 feet 90 cm or more. Alright, light, medium to highlight near bright east or south window. Temperature 65 to 80 Fahrenheit, 18 to 27 C. Can tolerate 35 Fahrenheit, 2 C without damage. Water. Allow the surface of the potting mixture to dry out between waterings. Humidity average 25% or more. Fertilization apply monthly during active growth. Otherwise apply every 2 months. Propagation, seeds, and division of the plant. special care. Pinch back tips of new growth to stimulate bushiness. Cut back old stems to 0.5 inch, 1 cm from potting mixture to encourage new growth. Common problems: if leaf loss is excessive, raise the humidity. Ew, I don't want to raise the humidity. Okay, so that is that card. That's what the back looks like for my new viewers. And that is all I have for you for this time. I'm out of here until next time I'm done. I'm going to the loo.